In my youth, I would often get these skin flare-ups. Anytime I was stressed, these strange little spots, they would appear, almost like miniature volcanic eruptions. It's a long time since I've seen one of those. One of these occasions, these stressful events, that I can remember quite clearly, was from school, of course, as always. The teacher said, "Children, look at the person in front of you. I want you to describe them. Look at them and tell me exactly what you can see." Miss Smart, she said this with a cold but efficient delivery. And the children, they all stared at each other. And when the task was done, the teacher comes over to the girl opposite, the girl who in normal circumstances is invisible, and she begins to read out the description. She reads it out to the class, whose attention, of course, she now holds. And the girl in front of me, she picks up her pen and she begins to write. She has brown eyes. She is fat and has greasy hair. She is fat and I don't like her. She declared that with only half a smile. She was so full of smugness that she couldn't even manage a full smile. And the willow-like teacher, she stood there and there was silence in the room. All of the shoe shuffling and the note passing, the window gazing, it just ceased. And the teacher, she took in this large, dramatic intake of breath through her flaring nostrils, and a little vein appeared in her forehead, pulsating, taking on a whole life of its own. I can still remember the sweet smell of her tasteful and very appropriate perfume. Miss Carter, you are a lost cause. You have no imagination, and your descriptive abilities are clearly lacking. You have said that she has brown eyes, that she is fat and has greasy hair, and that she is fat. You mustn't repeat yourself in the one sentence. You could have said that her rotund shape you disapproved of, or that her standard of hygiene didn't meet yours. Do you understand me, Miss Carter? A Mexican wave of stifled giggles filled the room. As my heart broke into 1,000 pieces, I had realised that I would not be educated in this establishment, something which I craved. I tried not to let this sensitive nature of mine overpower the protective, poker-faced exterior, but it was too late. I had not caught my emotional bubbling pot on time. I didn't manage to turn off the fire that exposed my vulnerabilities, and a warm, soft tear welled up in the corner of my eye. The girl in front of me felt nothing. The teacher felt nothing. Only I could feel in this moulding scene. It was as if my heart had been squeezed so tightly that I couldn't prevent my eyes from releasing these tears that just rolled down my 11-year-old red, flustered face. In fact, my eyes are not brown. My eyes are green. No one ever seems to notice that. At 11, I had made up my mind that I wouldn't let anyone hurt me again. And of course, that's a foolish pledge to make, because inevitably they do. A promise made amidst a crisis is one that can surface long after you've forgotten it was even made. And then one day, some poor, kind, unsuspecting person comes along and triggers this suppressed, untended hurt. And you become this rotund 11-year-old with no idea of how her hair should be, or if it might even cause offence. This child has green eyes. And this is where the story really begins.